Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aaron, with Evolution Daily, and in today's video, I'm going to be answering a question that I got in the Facebook group. If you guys aren't in the Facebook group yet, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You're wasting your time on this planet. You're not benefiting yourself. You're not evolving to the level that you should be. So right after this video, and I want you to watch the whole thing, I want you to go in the description below, and I want you to click the button that's going to take you straight over to the Facebook group. It's a private group. Nobody that's not in the group can see what you post or who you interact with, anything like that. So the question is just a question: shouldn't getting girls be effortless? I feel I have to put a lot of effort and work, and I don't get results, yet I know guys who pretty much get girls by default. I'm not saying do nothing and expect girls to come to you, but I struggle to even get one girl, yet I see guys get girls so easily. What's the shift I need to go from 0 results to actually being consistent? First of all, I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. It didn't really take me that long to start seeing results from pickup, from actually going out and running game. When I discovered pickup, I was 290 pounds, I was very overweight, and I still went out and I started trying to take girls home after just meeting them, trying to go up and get physical and be more aggressive and all of this crazy game shit. And it was a major wake-up call to me that I had to lose the weight. I had to start, getting thinner and becoming more confident with my body. I just really did not even feel comfortable in a room. It didn't matter if it was men, women, whoever it was. And so basically I'd say about 3 months in, I had lost a lot of weight and I started sleeping with girls pretty consistently from game. It didn't take me that long, but I have this conversation with guys a lot, okay? And what I always say is, especially early on in game, the thing that set me apart from other guys that I know that were also, quote unquote serious about game was I tried really hard, okay? I tried really fucking hard. I mean, you guys go out and you expect to go out and run a little bit of game, a few lines that you heard on the internet, and you expect the girl to fall in love with you and beg you to come home with you. That's not the case. That's not how it's gonna go. So these guys that he mentions here in the question, that it seems effortless for them to actually be able to attract women, these guys typically have one or two, or a combination of the two things happening. One, a lot of times these guys are very good-looking guys, okay? I know a lot of, growing up, I knew guys that were just good-looking dudes, and girls always just kind of flock to them. It's in our biology, right? We're attracted to physically attractive people. That's the way that it goes. Another thing is, when you are a physically attractive child even, okay? When you're just a cute little kid, okay? You're a fucking cute little 5-year-old boy. Consciously or subconsciously, even adults are kind of nicer to you and kind of give you special treatment. And, maybe, again, because you are, attractive to the fucking little girls in the class, then you kind of end up becoming popular, and those girls are always laughing at the things that you're saying in order to try to win your affection, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to make this whole video about, like, the deep psychology of what makes somebody natural with women. However, understand that if that's not you, if you're not a naturally good-looking guy and you're not naturally good with women, then guess what? This shit's going to be an uphill struggle, okay? It's going to be really, really hard. And when I started off in game, I had to try really fucking hard. Like, I went out, when I started off in game, I would go out and I would do relentless amounts of night game, okay? I was so afraid of day game. I did not start doing day game until I think probably like 2 years into the game, honestly. And I've now been doing it for about 5-6 years, something like that. And I would go out a lot, and I didn't have wings. I had friends who I was talking to about game, who I was like, hey, I've just found all these videos online and I'm doing all this shit. you want to go out and try to pick up girls? And they'd be like, yeah, sure, let's do it, whatever. I would go out and we'd get drunk and whatever. But then I would go out solo. I would start going out sober. And I would really fucking push it. I mean, I was a pest. I was a rat running around these nightclubs, running around these bars, talking to every fucking girl, getting rejected by so many girls until I would have a little bit of success. I'd have a little something. A girl that was semi-attractive, that kind of laughed at something I said and then would engage in a conversation with me for maybe 10, 15 minutes. And maybe I'd go to get that number and she's, oh, actually, I don't think so. I'm not really dating right now. And I'd get that rejection, but I was just getting these little tastes of something, okay? These little tastes of something. And I made a video about this kind of recently. I don't remember which video it was, but I said something in the video about just because you're born broke as fuck to a poor family doesn't mean you still shouldn't try to, you know, make wealth for yourself, to generate a substantial income, to get a great career, or start a business. You can spend your days sitting around being pissed off about the fact that some guy was born into a rich family and his mommy and daddy fucking gave him $1 million to start his first business and whatever. But where's that going to take you? Where is that going to take you? So one of my favorite quotes of all time is compare and despair. Say it with me. Compare and despair. You will despair if you compare yourself to others. And if you're always looking at what everybody else has. Bro, like, dude, let's face it, okay? Like, I'm a decent looking guy. Let's be real. I'm not hideously ugly. But bro, I mean, dude, have you looked at the Tinder experiments? There's been Tinder experiments that people have done where they take a 10 out of 10 looking male model guy, they throw an account up on Tinder, and the hottest girls on the platform are blowing this guy up, okay? They're begging to come over and fuck this guy. But what does that mean for you? Does that mean you should just give up and never try talking to girls because you're not naturally good with women and you're not naturally good looking? No, you're gonna have to try really fucking hard and you're gonna have to go through the pain. You're gonna have to throw yourself into the fire and to burn to death and then reborn from the ashes as the phoenix and fly away into the land of pussy and meaningful relationships, okay? It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very, very difficult. And honestly too, I've been working on basically a manifesto that I'm gonna be putting out. I'm not really sure exactly when, but when it comes to polling too, I mean, when it comes to even for me, when it comes to actually taking girls home from day game, from night game, I try really fucking hard sometimes, okay? I try really fucking hard. And you know what it is? It's not needy, it's persistent. It is not neediness, it's persistence. What is the difference? The difference is where it comes from, okay? So if I meet a girl in a nightclub and I am a stranger, okay? And I go up and I run my game and I make her laugh and we have a good time and I build some comfort and she's attracted to me and I'm attracted to her. We're having a good time. Then comes the moment where I now am going to try to take this stranger home and have sex with her. All right? And again, I am a stranger. She doesn't know who I am. I could have a freezer full of fucking severed heads from girls that I've brought home in the past. She has no idea. So for a lot of different reasons, because of slut shaming in society, because of fear of being a severed head in my freezer, because of judgment from her friends, for all of these different reasons, a girl might not be down to come home with me even though she really likes me. So what do? I fucking push. I push, and I take that girl home and I succeed. And it's not needy. There is this bullshit kind of ethos that I see happening out there that's all about attraction versus pursuit. Attraction versus pursuit, which yes, in an ideal world, you will look like Ryan Gosling and you will go stand at the bar and have a great social circle and have already built a fantastic business and lifestyle for yourself that a woman can just smell you from across the bar and she can see, oh, who's that Ryan Gosling looking guy with that high value social circle and that incredible business? I'm gonna go suck that guy's dick. That's what I'm gonna go do. In an ideal world, that's gonna happen. But guess what? Again, if you're not this naturally good looking guy, if you're not this fucking guy that has had this upbringing of psychology that makes you feel entitled, to women, that makes you feel fucking entitled to all of the things that you want in the world, then you're gonna have to push. You're gonna have to really, really persist, okay? Now, on the other hand, there's trying really hard, and then there's also developing a formula, okay? And I've got tons of videos. This video is not going to be about all the right things to say in an interaction with a girl. Go through the channel, go through all of my videos, watch a ton of my infields, take the things that I say. I am a guy who consistently hooks up with girls from day game. I am a guy that consistently hooks up with girls from night game. Take the things that I say in my infields and the advice that I give you guys in these videos to up your game, to have smoother, more comfortable, more fun, more interesting interactions with women. So when you get into these two places of one-upping your game and two, becoming very, very, very persistent and not bitching about the fact that you're not as blessed and as gifted as these other fucking guys that you see out in the world, and it's a very small percentage of them, okay? I got into a debate with a feminist in New York who didn't agree with what I was teaching and all of this shit, and I said to her, she goes, well, where are these guys? Where are these guys that are having all this hard time with women? I'm like, they're sitting at home on their couch, afraid to go out because of people judging them like you. People like you who think this is for fucking losers, who think that men should just naturally be good with women, and if you're not, you should just be weeded out of the gene pool. Fuck that. You're not getting weeded out of the gene pool, you're watching Evolution Daily videos. So get your fucking game up by watching a lot of I put out so much valuable content on this channel for free. I have so many free videos on this channel that literally give you the code to having better interactions. And now I make videos like this to try to push you into not comparing yourself to the world around you, not comparing yourself to the men around you that are just living so much fucking, more blessed, privileged lives than you, and just saying, fuck all of that. Fuck the cards that I've been dealt. I'm going to play them the best that I can. So thank you guys so much for tuning into this long, maniacal, motivational rant. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you're not already, and head over to evolutiondaily.com for personal one-on-one coaching, boot camps, and courses. Peace.
Tell me the truth.